I have a feeling now. I have a little voice in my head since I'm working in this area, and it's telling me to go ahead and do a disturbing ear that has no flange, that doesn't come out like a human ear, but that instead is a bite with a strange shape. And so I've just gone with that feeling, and I've bit in. I'm going to go ahead and, like we did wounds in our previous lesson, textures and forms, I'm going to trace around a satellite line. Not completely and totally around it, but just I'll start it, and then I'll discontinue it, and then I'll pick it back up, and I'll keep my hand moving in an organic way. And then what I'll do is I'll come back and I'll burnish that with a little bit of water and the pad of my finger, pad of the finger for the interior, to lay it down and give it an organic feeling, and the sponge for the surrounding area and to calm down, the rake marks to see if I succeeded in that effort. And look at that, right there. I'm so happy to show you a simple method that brings you something kind of creepy and interesting. That's his ear. And we can see a little bit of structure around there, some cartilage perhaps that speaks of a structure. But he has a very non-human hearing apparatus. I want to make it stranger. I want to get weirder. So I'm going to say that this organ of his that is able to hear has a little satellite bite, okay? So it's not just one hole, it's two holes. And I'll take the pad of my pinky once again, and I'll give that an organic smoothness to the edge so it's not machined. I like that so much, it made me satisfied. So I'm going to give him one more aperture with which to receive sound. And so now, by burnishing, I can also do what a lot of my friends do. They'll put a little water on their fingertip and they'll go over this and they'll give it a little buff like this. And the joy, of course, of the water-based clay is that it lays right down and does a very organic thing for you. And that's just beautiful. So we're a long way away from a normal humanoid ear. Now, I am going to come back with the round end of this tool. Since I have this fleshy part here that speaks of a structure for the ear, I'm going to augment it a little bit here, and then I'm going to come here and I'm going to do a similar treatment so that these little islands or these little treatments have continuity and have a relationship to each other. Now watch. Now, well, I could use the sponge, but I'm just going to use my fingertip. It has my fingerprints on it, and therefore it's a little slightly abrasive. And I'll use the water to go ahead and process that. So now, instead of just being blunt holes pushed into the side of your design, by using this water technique and a little bit of an echo line work, now you have soft cartilage surrounding each opening, and that's really interesting and really neat. And the soft shadow here that you see trailing around there, that's what I'm after. That's what I'm after. That's what gives that strange thing enough anatomy to feel real, to feel like that belongs in the world of this character. I enjoyed that so much, I'm going to take a moment and just keep softening. Okay. Boy, I like that. I hope you guys like that. I like that a lot. I really enjoyed that portion. Let me bring the cheekbone over.